Hello everybody, Nerd in Texoma here again, making another video. Hopefully y'all find these interesting and entertaining. I know I'm having fun making them, so I'll keep on doing it as long as y'all enjoy it. Today I want to talk about... Oh, sorry. Got to get resettled here. I want to talk about a movie that recently came out on DVD that I was fortunate enough to get a hold of through my local library. It's kind of a odd, dark piece. It's an independent film. It's made by IFC, or it is released under the IFC brand, independent film company or corporation or channel. I don't know which one it is. It's one of those. It is a story of, I think it's supposed to take place in the late 80s with the advent of the video dating services. For those of y'all who are young enough to not know what that is, it was basically a subscription service back in the 80s that single folks could go to a location, record a video intro and a short description of themselves, and people would then either buy or rent those tapes to see who they were interested in dating. You had to go through the company to get the personal info, the contact info, to set up the first date and all that, you know. I never tried it because I was too young at the time. But as I understand it, I mean, some of them were quite successful. Does it really work? I don't know. But this movie is called Rent-A-Pal. It's got Will Wheaton in it, and he's really the only big name person that you'll probably recognize. He plays the character of Andy. And what Andy is he is a video that someone had recorded for folks that are lonely, basically. You put this video in your VCR. Yes, old technology, but remember, the movie's set in like the late 80s. And it would be pre-recorded, but it would have pauses, you know, to where like you could kind of interact with it live. You know, so Andy would be like, "Hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. You know, tell me about your day." "Oh, really? That's pretty cool. You know, that's awesome that happened." You know, stuff like that. Well, this one guy, the main character, him, I forget his name. I'm sorry. I'm horrible sometimes with names. He has joined this video dating service. He's not getting many women that are interested in him. And in the bin of different tapes, he finds the tape called Rent-A-Pal. And he decides to buy it and goes home and watches the video with Andy. At first, you know, he's kind of put off by it. But he slowly starts forming a relationship, I guess, would be the best word. I really don't know how to describe it, but he starts connecting more with Andy through the videotape. I don't want to give away too many spoilers of the movie because it is a fairly recent movie. I think it was filmed in... It's not saying on the back here. It was released in 2020. I think it was filmed in like 2019, 2018, right before all the virus stuff hit the world. And, of course, everything just kind of slowed down and came to a screeching halt when all that happened. I did see it in Walmart recently. So, I mean, it is a fairly new movie, fairly recent release. So go out and check your local library or Walmart or wherever you buy DVDs. I know some people don't like DVDs. Too bad. That's what I got. I'm sure it's probably on some streaming platform somewhere. It's definitely a strange movie. Probably not one that is like, oh yes, I've got to rewatch it like 50 times, not anything like that. But I think it is a good view, a good watch. Just be ready for some strangeness. I will tell you there is one scene in particular that's kind of disturbing, at least in my opinion. Some people may or may not find it disturbing, but there is one time where him, the main character, let's see, what's his name? David. I'm sorry. Duh. David is watching the Rent-A-Pal video, and let's just say this, he does something that is not very family friendly. He kind of takes matters into his own hands, if you catch my drift, and yeah, that was kind of weird. Nothing is explicitly shown on screen, so don't be concerned that you're going to see, bits and pieces. But it's kind of disturbing, the activity that's going on. It's also disturbing in how he treats his handicapped mother that he lives with. Yeah. It's, I guess you could say, a thriller. It's not really a horror movie per se, but it's kind of the thriller, kind of the twisted take on things, I guess. Again, interesting. Worth a watch? Sure. If you're a Will Wheaton fan, definitely got to watch it, because this is, I guess, a little bit more twisted role than he normally plays. Other than that, I mean, if you can catch it at your local library, on a streaming service, already included with your subscription, I think it was $10 at Walmart. I wouldn't pay $10 for it. I'd wait for it to get to the $5 bin or the $3 bin. But it's definitely something interesting to see. Is it worth a rewatch? I mean, sure, if you're into things like that. I've seen it the one time. Like I said, I appreciate it for what it is, but it's not like, oh, I've got to have this movie. This is so awesome. So let me know down below. Have y'all seen it? Have y'all even heard of it? Are there other independent, odd movies that y'all would like me to see if I can find and check out and give my opinions on? just let me know. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.